standard users or default users. These are the users which were created by SAP. It means that we do not create these users. So by default, these users comes from the SAP. So after completion of installation of SAP software, we'll be able to use these SAP users along with the default passwords. So let us discuss what are the standard users and its a standard password and its usage. So let us discuss SAP Star. SAP Star is a standard user which by default comes by SAP. So after installation of this SAP, we can use this SAP Star user ID, which is present in all the clients. You mean 0001066 and all the business clients, which is having a standard password pass, or you can use it 06071992. Okay, so this we can use it. After installation of SAP system, we can use SAP Star with the password, and we can create other user IDs, and we can disable this user. We should not keep this user IDs enabled. We have to disable this. How to disable that? So we have a parameter login flash no underscore automatic underscore user underscore SAP Star. If you set is equal to 0, then SAP Star is enabled. Login flash no underscore automatic underscore user underscore SAP Star, it is a SAP Star. If it is equal to 1, SAP Star is disabled. So this I'll explain in one of my video, how to enable and disable the SAP Star, and also how to change the parameters in SAP. And SAP Star is not stored in the user master record. It means that like whatever user we create, those users which stored in user master record. But this SAP Star is a ID which is not stored in user master record. It means that if you delete SAP Star user ID in SE01 or from the OS level, it automatically creates. This is hard coded in SAP kernel. So when do we use this? This user ID, we use it whenever we are doing system copy activities. When you create a new client, you want to copy the data from existing client to the new client. And also when you do not have any other user ID to log in a particular client. So what you do, you enable SAP Star at OS level and you log in it. Okay. Next user ID is DDIC. So DDIC is another standard user or default user, which is having a standard password 19920706 is a standard password. This is used to set up a SAP ABAP system code this is used to set up the SAP ABAP system code, and also which is used for a ABAP dictionary. So which is present in 000 and 001 clients. 000 and 001 client. So if you copy data from 000 to the new client or 001 to the new client, then DDIC user which also copied from to the new clients. This user ID which we use it for installation and upgrade activities. So it is better to assign SAP underscore all profile to DDIC user ID, so that whenever you are doing upgrade activity or any other activity, you will not face any authorization related issue. Now let us discuss SAP CPIC user. As we discussed, SAP Star and DDIC are two user IDs which are a dialog user. Using that user, you will be able to log into the system. However, SAP CPIC is another standard user, which is a non-dialog user. It means that using this user ID, you will not be able to log into the system, which is having a standard password is admin, which is used to maintain some function models in the SAP, which is not much used. So SAP has kept remains SAP CPIC in the existing SAP system, as I said, which is used for maintaining some functional models in the SAP system. Next, another user ID is TMS ADM. So TMS ADM is a communication user which is used for for maintaining a transport management system or to configuring a transport management system. So whenever you are maintaining a transport TMS, we use a TMS ADM user ID. What is the use of this? Which is used for distribution of the transport configuration changes to the system of the current transport domain, which is having a default password. Okay, so these are the 5 standard user IDs: SAP Star, DDIC, SAP CPIC, TMS, ADM. Okay, so all these we can see in this slide. These are the 5 standard user IDs: SAP CP, SAP Star, DDIC, Early Watch, SAP CPIC, TMS, ADM. These are the standard user IDs.